tell me a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey. I know you're a serial entrepreneur. I've read the bio, but tell me a little bit about how you got to where you are today.
I do come from a line of entrepreneurs. My grandfather was an entrepreneur from the Cape Verde Islands. He was a businessman, and he actually sponsored, I don't know, maybe easily into the hundreds of people to get their visas to come to the US from the Cape Verde Islands. He did a lot of import-export as well. My dad, I grew up with him owning, in which he still works in the business, a janitorial cleaning service. I grew up with cleaning offices and restaurants with the rest of the family. My mom always had some sort of side gig, whether it was Avon, Popular Club, and I had it in me. But what really, really drove my entrepreneurial spirit was my children. I had an experience when I was a young single mom, and I had come out of a relationship that wasn't the best situation. And my son had very bad asthma. And it would be triggered through the change of the seasons, if it was too hot, too cold. And I constantly had to leave work and take him to the emergency room or care for him. And my boss at the time, I worked for a nonprofit organization. I managed about almost 200 units, properties for low-income families, Section 8. I was really good at what I did, but I had to leave one afternoon a little bit early, and I told the director/owner that my son, the daycare called, it was an emergency, I needed to leave. And she told me, and I would never forget this moment, she said, that's why you go to college, get your degree, get married, buy a house, and then have kids.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, I graduated at the top of my class, went to one of the top college institutions in the country. Things didn't go according to plan, but you're not going to dictate how I'm supposed to live. And I do my job well. At that moment, I decided that I will never put myself in a position where I had to ask for permission or made to feel guilty for caring and being available for my kids.
Yeah.
And that's the driving force for me.